Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I'm not sure if I said that earlier, but today is Saturday the 4th. It's been a wonderful day. I went to my home group, I went to the business meeting afterwards, and that was not a lot of fun. It's weird. Different parts of people's personalities popped up that I don't usually see at this business meeting, which is not uncommon, I guess. But we had a business meeting. It was what it was. And then I went off to Costco, picked up a couple things, including my allergy medication, which I took. Hopefully it will kick in because I'm going to spend the rest of the day at the house with the cats. So I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit. I'm not sure if I filmed anything regarding my last trip, except for maybe dinner at the hotel on New Year's Day. I don't think I've seen you since. But day 4 of our trip was supposed to be, it was on January 2nd. We were supposed to fly from LA to Houston, go back to LA, and then head to Las Vegas. Now that doesn't seem like a very long day. It just it feels very heavy. It's like usually about 2.5 hour flight out to Houston, and usually about 3:20 heading back to LA, and then there's the boarding and deplaning between. Then the flight to Las Vegas, which is usually pretty short, but still boarding and deplaning, boarding and deplaning. It's a long day. Well, it was still long. We just didn't work very much. So we flew from LA to Houston. We had a mechanical issue discovered only after we had boarded the aircraft, which is, I wish that issue had been noticed before we boarded, but people deplaned fairly neatly and organized with very little grumbling, which is very nice. So we ended up deplaning the aircraft. Now we're a very safe airline. We're one of the safest airlines. The company I work for has some of the highest rated mechanics, and it's 100% of them. This is verified. Are of the top tier. I mean, our maintenance people are spectacular, and we would not leave anywhere with knowing that there is even the slightest chance that something might be wrong. So when they deplane an aircraft for a mechanical reason, it may not be something big. It might be something tiny, but they want to really make sure that that's not going to complicate or be a problem later on down the road. They're amazing. Our maintenance people are spectacular. But so we deplaned, and we waited for a little bit, and then we were told, the crew was told, to deplane as well, to gather our things and to get off the aircraft so that they could work on the plane. So we're hanging out in Houston, and we were by the Wendy's there for a couple hours, which is not uncommon either, because the crew scheduling or whomever, they have to figure out what to do with this, what we can do, what we're legal for. It's like playing chess. And they have to take their time doing it. We understand that. But eventually, we noticed that we were delayed until 4 o'clock that afternoon, which meant sitting there for another like 6 hours. And while we're digesting this fact that we're going to have to try and get a day room, we're digesting this and trying to figure out, who do we call? We have to prepare, get a hotel room so we can rest during this long, protracted sit. And then our schedule changed yet again to the fact that we are laying over in Houston. So we were done for the day. We were supposed to work 3 legs. We worked 1. And I think, honestly, did we just work 1 leg? No, we worked to Baltimore. So we worked 3 legs, I think, out of the whole trip. We were to stay in Houston. Have I confused you? If you're not a flight attendant, this may have confused you already. We ended up staying over in Houston, at our regular hotel, and deadheading back to Vegas the next day on which is now technically day 5. Now, I'm not sure if all airlines use the same terminology here, but DOR in my company means day of restoration. So if my trip rolls over into a day off, and it's got to be after 2 a.m. It can't be midnight. I know it should feel that way, but it's 2 a.m. So if it rolls over after 2 a.m. on my day off, especially as a line holder, I am allowed a DOR, a day of restoration. So when I got back home to Las Vegas, I called crew scheduling and said, hi, I'd like to apply this DOR, and we agreed that the 10th, I think it's the 10th of January, would be the best day for both parties. And so she put me on hold while she did her thing. Now, what she has to do, have I confused you? I know I'm like, what the crew scheduler had to do, masterfully, I have to say, is she had to figure out how to start my trip, to get me to start that trip, which is I think I'm working to Tampa. And then I have a 29-hour layover. But she has to figure out now how to get me home by the end of day 3, because day 4 is my day off now. So she had me on hold for a little bit. Now she has to move all sorts of people around in places and blah, blah, blah. So she gets on the phone and lets me know that, so I'll be working the flight to Tampa on, I think it's the 8th or 7th. And then I have a long layover. And then on day 3, I'm deadheading back to Las Vegas. So I'm very excited, because this means that out of a whole 4-day trip, I have to work one leg and then deadhead home from Tampa. Now, we know I don't like to deadhead, but in this case, I'll take it. I'll be just fine. So, this is kind of exciting. Now, I'm not even sure how I'm going to title this video, because it's a whole bunch of spaghetti, my schedule this month. So because my schedule for December rolled over into January by 2 days, that reduced me to having 12 days off. Now, I know for normal people, 12 days off sounds very exciting. For me, that's the absolute minimum. It's below the minimum. I'm required by our contract to have 13 days off at least. And that's still a full-time job. So because I was reduced below the minimum, they had to, it's called an MDD. They actually removed me from one of my trips in January. I am pay protected for that trip, but contractually they had to take me off of that trip. So January is now a very easy month for me. I have this next trip, which is, I think, on the 7th. I'm flying to Tampa. Then I'm coming back on the 9th with a deadhead. I'm thinking of alternate deadheading and coming back on the 8th instead. But I might stay in Tampa and just enjoy the nice weather. And then I don't work again until, let me look at my schedule and let you know. Hold on. I don't work again until the 20th, which is a 4-day trip. Then on the 27th, I have the exact same trip. So it's a Philadelphia leg, a 30-hour layover, I think, in Philadelphia, and then 2 more days. I don't know what the days look like. They're not that difficult. So January, I'm only really basically working 2 full trips. The other 2 trips have just been fragmented or removed from my schedule entirely. So I'm terribly excited about this. So I'm going to have at least 9 or 10 days off in a row. I know your first thought was I should go somewhere, right? I'm contemplating. I'm thinking about it. I'm also thinking of maybe staying in Florida for a couple of days and after my 1 leg there. I'm not quite sure. The other option is to come home to my cats, because you know I'm gonna miss them, and just try to dedicate myself to my New Year's resolution, which is clearing some of my house out, making it more livable. I mean, I swear I'm not a hoarder, but I'll tell you, it could turn into that. I've got so much stuff. So I'm contemplating just staying home and working on my my condo. Blah, blah, blah. Have I confused you thoroughly? Let me swing into the post office and I will see you shortly. I'm so spoiled by this post office. They're open till 4 on Saturdays. And I have access to my P.O. box 24 hours a day, unlike the old post office at the airport where I could only go there like 6 hours a day. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, and they have tables. They have tables so I can look at my stuff or pack stuff up. I just love this place. All right, let's get inside my P.O. box. I anticipate a key in here because my packages I'm waiting for. Oh, yeah, there's a key. A fairly large. What is this? There's a second key in there. Oh my. 9 and 56. 56 is right there. Let's get down here. All right. Oh, I've got 2 boxes. That's just out of one of them. And this is the other one. I think this is my eBay purchase to replace my Dunkin' Donuts cup. I'm going to open this one first because this is from a subscriber, Julie. I want to open this first to celebrate that. The 2 smaller boxes I think are Christmas ornaments I ordered off eBay. Those houses I'm become addicted to, and I think this is my Dunkin' Donuts cup that I had to replace from eBay. No idea what this is. Sent me this adorable little Christmas bird, which will go right on my Christmas tree. I actually have 2 birds similar to this that don't look exactly the same, so I'm very excited to put that on my tree. She sent me some candy canes, which I'll enjoy in the car. She sent me some squeeze-ups because she knows that my cats absolutely love them. And underneath the squeeze-ups, there are two cards, a photograph of her daughter and her grandbaby, and a Christmas card of her family photos. I don't want to show that because I just don't want to share people's stuff that maybe just might be oversharing, especially the kids. But thank you so much, especially for those. And the note on the back of your Christmas card, thank you so much. This is adorable. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to actually break this open now. Yes, these are 2 of those little house ornaments that I ordered off eBay. I found them pretty cheap, and this is before I got that package from Linda. But this is a schoolhouse with a little globe in the window. How cute is that? And this is a card shop. That's cute. All right, yeah. So I have quite a collection of these little houses suddenly. Now this is, I think, a replacement for my Dunkin' Donuts travel tumbler that I left on an airplane. There it is, brand new, all its glory, and a ton of peanuts, which will come in handy. Oof, that sun. So guys, I'm going to let you go. I did not need to film a whole video. I really just wanted to catch up with you folks and say, hey, let you know what's going on and how strange my schedule has become, all because of really one change to my schedule. So blah, blah, blah. I will let you guys go. I'm going to get in the house, take one more allergy pill, I think, and then snuggle with the cats. So I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Fly safe.